90.5 FM is WCYC Radio. Boys and girls, comes up Chicago. Power Hits 905 with a little Christmas ditty. On the first show of Christmas, my boombox gave to me an interview with Lil Suzy. On the next show of Christmas, my boombox gave to me Harv on CYC and an interview with Lil Suzy. And I could go on and on and on and on. In the back of your head as we speak, that was off the High Power record label. That was Something New just a little while ago from Lil Suzy. That was entitled Turn the Beat Around. Originally a disco hit for Vicky Sue Robinson way back when. And then Lil Suzy did a killer job of it. And then what do Sylvester Stallone and Sharon Stone do for their movie soundtrack of The Specialist? They get Gloria Estefan to do Turn the Beat Around. But this is the version that kills right now, right here, 90.5 FM, Power Hits 905. Oh my God, it's a little bit after 8 o'clock, 3.5 minutes after 8 o'clock, so to speak. So my thanks to, who did radio before me? Jay Rodriguez. Yeah, that's who it was. And of course, at the bottom of the hour, VG strolls in with another mystery DJ dude. Ooh, let us get to it. It is the holiday season. My gift to you is a celebrity hotline conversation from someone who you would die to hear from, and you're not even going to have to get anywhere near death as we travel to the East Coast for a celebrity hotline visit with your favorite in mind, Lil Suzy. Night edition of Words and Music. I'm Harv Roman, and on the celebrity hotline as we speak, ladies and gentlemen, it's Lil Suzy. Susan, what are we losing?
All right, you go, boy.
Have you ever heard that? Have you ever heard that song before?
No, I haven't.
I know it's kind of a little bit before your time.
But it was like,
it was like a really big hit in the '60s, and I guess you didn't come along until the '70s, huh?
79.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
79?
Yes.
You know what I was doing in 1979?
What were you doing?
I was in my second year of high school.
Wow.
I was a
like
high school.
I am now.
Excuse me?
Like I am now. I'm in my second year of high school.
Hey, coolness. Still going to school, huh?
Yes, I am.
Even with all the big, exciting things that are happening for you?
Yep.
1979. You were almost born in the 80s.
Yep. My brother was born in the 80s.
Man, and you've done just about all that there is to do. 79. See, now I feel old.
That, yeah.
Now I feel old. I hit 31 last month.
Oh, yeah, real old.
And it is, I'm telling you.
Oh, you need a cane.
Few more years, and all of a sudden I'm going to be 40.
That's not bad.
Yeah, the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. I've been alive for parts of 4 different decades.
Oh, God.
Now, you've done 70s, 80s, and 90s, so you've been alive for 3 decades. So it's a good thing you were born in 79 and not 80.
Ah.
So then you can feel like 10 years older.
Okay.
Susan, you've got your own record company.
Yes. And it's called Empress Records.
I know. How does someone as young as you, now you've had all kinds of success. Love Can't Wait comes out in 1991.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are 3 years later, 1994, and you wound up with your very own record company. And when I heard this, I flipped. I'm like, wait a minute. 15, 16 years old with a record company?
Yep.
Michael Jackson didn't even do that. How did that all come about?
Well, my contract with my previous record company had ended, and there was a few things I wasn't so happy with. I had no control over what music I wanted to sing. So my dad and I were talking one time, and he asked me, what I thought about having our own company. So I said that, it sounded great. So now I'm working with all the producers that I want to work with, and I have control over my music, and I'm very happy. So everything's working great.
And some of the producers that I've heard bantered about, I'm talking to your dad earlier, he tells me about Carlos Barrios,
yes,
the beat master himself, guy that
Franco.
created what they call the Lisette Melendez beats.
Yes.
I've also heard the name Chris Barbosa.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Barbosa has done stuff with Judy Torres and with George Lamond.
Yes.
Kind of maybe a different direction from the stuff that you had done for the last couple of years?
Yeah, I guess you can say that. I think it's going to be a lot better. A lot better. We're also working with Victor Franco. My newest single that's out now called Promise Me, he did. He also did Love Can't Wait. So I've been working with him for a long time. I know him since I'm 11. And he also did, on my second album, Till the End of Time, and Alone and in Love, and I can go on forever.
Now, what was your end in terms of helping to put together your own record label? The world is jealous.
Well,
I mean, was your job only to do the songs, or did you have a hand in helping to create it all too?
I helped create it. My dad pretty much, took care of most of it. But I want to sign other artists. I don't know if you remember Noel.
I remember
Noel.
Noel.
Song Silent Morning. And
he's with you now?
Yes, we're going to sign him.
Oh, cool. Because Noel was one of those that we kind of sit there and go, whatever happened?
Well, he's going to come back and bigger and better than ever.
Oh, that would be the coolest.
Yeah, he's really great, and I can't wait to start working with him.
Can you imagine a Lil Suzy Noel collaboration? That would be so cool.
Yeah.
And so the label is not only to expose the Lil Suzy music. You are going to run out and you're going to snatch as many talented people as you can. I get it.
Exactly. Yes.
Holy moly!
There you go.
Your own record label.
Uh-huh.
How different is it than it was when you were with High Power?
It's a lot different. I have a lot more control of what I want to do, and it's just different.
Wow, that is so cool. Tell me about the success of Promise Me. The song is, I think, barely 2 months old.
Yes.
And it's distributed by Metropolitan, and I would imagine just about anybody who's into freestyle dance music would be familiar with the Metropolitan label.
Yes. A great record company.
Right. Was it considered a gamble to maybe do your own thing and try to be in control of just about everything?
Yes. But we did it. We pulled it off. We have Promise Me now, and it's doing excellent. It already made the Billboard dance charts, and hopefully it's going to make the Hot 100. So.
It is everywhere.
Yes, it is.
Not only is WCYC playing it, obviously, but B96 jumped all over as soon as it came out. Tim starts playing it.
Yep.
And then the world starts playing it. And it's the new Lil Suzy song. And it's weird in that you weren't really gone, but the music that was out there was 3 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And they just kept releasing singles, which made everybody feel that you were fresh. But the material that's out now is the fresh material.
Yes.
Did you have a hand in writing or producing, or are you just doing a singing thing now?
I'm just singing it right now. Victor and I are going to start working together, and I'm going to start producing and hopefully start writing my own stuff very soon. I definitely want to have a song written by me for my third album coming out called Life Goes On. It'll be out in early February.
And you're going to have familiar dance music producers, which is going to be so cool.
Yeah.
I can't wait, because what I detect is there's going to be a maturity to the music that we've yet to hear.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be like a Big Suzy thing.
Yes.
I
cannot wait.
Hey, you've been to Chicago a couple of times now. I was able to catch a show over at the Hawthorne this past summer.
Mm-hmm.
Very impressive, you and your dancers.
Thank you. And I was just at Kaboom, I think 2 weeks ago.
Right.
2 weeks ago. That was excellent. And I also did some shows in, where was I? Indiana.
Mm-hmm. I remember that one too. I was told about that one. I didn't go to that one, but I was told about it. You're developing one of those audiences that seem to follow you wherever you go, and regardless of what you do on stage, there is always a tremendous reaction. And I remember that from the Hawthorne, because I was the host that night.
Yep.
I didn't get to finish even saying your name, and the crowd's going nuts.
That's great. I love Chicago. That's one of my favorite places to be.
And the dancers, the choreography, and the synchronicity with the three of you, it was killing.
Thank you.
It was a happening thing. I'm still waiting for the videotaped evidence of that show, because when you're hosting the show, as you do when you perform, it's hard to tell how things are going on stage because you're so into working the crowd.
Yeah.
So I want to be able to see the video there. There's somewhere along the way, Bob Saget has a video of that show, and we're going to have to check that out. You know, I saw you on TV recently, too, young lady.
CNN?
You be on TV with John Norris.
Oh, okay. You saw the commercial.
That's the MTV dude
Yes.
doing I guess that's kind of an infomercial, but not really, because you're getting music and you're getting interviews,
Yes.
and you're getting videos.
Mm-hmm.
You're a part of this whole Dance Hits USA, huh?
Yep, there you go.
That is so cool. How was that?
It was excellent. We filmed that in Canada last year, right before my birthday.
Is that the extent of your TV experience, or have you done other things?
Oh, I've done a lot of things. I've done, let's see, I was on Star Search when I was 8.
Ooh, I missed that one. If I would have known, but you know what? The E channel repeats Star Search.
Oh, yeah?
So if when you were 8, that goes back, what, 6 years?
Mm-hmm.
So we have to go back to like Star Search 88. And we'll have to watch. Did you win when you were on there?
No, I didn't.
You didn't win?
No, it was a good experience, though. Had fun.
Yeah, but the person who did win, they don't have their own record label.
Ah, nah.
So, yeah. And they don't have 2 CDs out, so, yeah. So you did the Star Search thing, huh?
Yes, and we made it to the Mickey Mouse Club.
the one who won?
Yeah.
Well, I guess...
Must be nice.
Well, I guess that's cool, because it could have been you. It could have been, I'm Suzy. And you could have been doing the Mickey Mouse thing. But still, in a roundabout way, Mickey Mouse has his rap CD out, and you've got your CD out. So there.
And I was also on CNN, NBC, in New York, and in, what was it? I don't even remember where it was. I think I was either in Texas or Chicago. Wait, where was I? In Texas. I think it was Texas. I don't even remember where I've been anymore.
That was an interview thing?
Yes, and also for WWOR.
That's a New York cable station.
Yes, that's Channel 9 out here. And it's like, really fun.
So you've got very expensive, duh. Oh, it is expensive.
Uh-huh.
But I meant to say extensive. You've got very extensive experience doing all of this stuff.
Uh-huh.
You've just done it all.
Yes, pretty much. There's still a lot more to do.
I was going to ask, is there anything that you haven't yet done that you'd like to do?
I want to definitely get into acting. Once again, I want to start writing and producing my own music, and look for other talented groups and artists to sign to my company.
Yeah, are you planning on doing a video for Promise Me? Because that would be an opportunity to do some acting.
Well, what we're doing is we're waiting for my album to come out, and we're going to, still monitor how Promise Me is doing, and if things, go well, then we're going to have a video and the album together.
And when you talk acting, you're talking like you want to do serious stuff.
Yes, movies.
You don't just want to do music videos.
No.
Music videos are cool. They're like 5 minutes long.
Yeah, it is. It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
What else is there that we should talk about? Because we had an interview not that long ago, so we covered a lot of your bases in terms of what you've done in the past and what you're doing in the future. Mm-hmm. What are some of the things that maybe you'd like to talk about that you haven't had a chance to talk about yet in any of these other interviews, like on CNN?
I think we just about covered everything.
Yeah?
Yes.
Let's talk about your schooling. How's school going?
School's great.
Sophomore in high school. Got those freshman jitters out of the way, huh? How difficult was it to get through that freshman year, combining it all?
It wasn't hard at all. It was just like, I guess it's the same for everybody, meeting new people, starting a whole new school. Same thing when you start junior high school, Now my brother's a freshman, so I get to make fun of him. Call him little freshman, and he goes, "How come you do that to me?" I said, "Because, we all got it done to us. It's your turn now." So.
Well, see, you got razzed when you were a freshman, so now it's his turn.
Exactly.
And you're doing a public high school thing?
Yes.
You're not going to private school yet?
Nope.
There won't come a point where you are so massively popular that you're just not going to be able to go to a regular public school?
That just might happen. I really don't want it to, but if worse comes to worse, I guess that's what I'm going to have to do. But I want to stay in a public school for as long as I can.
Same circle of friends surrounding you that you had back when you were just starting?
Pretty much, yeah.
Because wouldn't it be expected that with the more success that you have, the more of the other students maybe try to weasel their way into into your little circle of friends?
I don't understand. Every day I have somebody new coming up to me. But, I know who my real friends are, and I know who my phony friends are. Because my friends, they know me as Suzanne. Always smiling, always happy, always laughing. And, like the kids in school, "Oh, yeah, it's Suzy." They don't know the real me. They don't know me.
Right. So that's how you know. If somebody comes up to you and calls you Suzy, it's somebody who saw you at the Apollo the other day.
Yeah.
But if it's somebody who calls you Suzanne, it's somebody who you went to the show with the other day.
Exactly.
Cool. Well, I don't know what else there's to cover. I know I wanted to talk about the whole record company thing because you've got your own record company.
Yeah.
Eventually, Love Can't Wait, the CD, how successful was that for you?
Oh, that was great. It was my first album, and it did great, and we were very happy with the results.
Did that get you out to, you like traveled the world over, didn't you?
Yep. It got me to do a lot of traveling. Went to a lot of different states, saw a lot of different places, met a lot of interesting people. It was fun.
Name some of the more exotic places you got to visit as a result of your career.
Mexico. I've been to Mexico. That's beautiful over there. All parts of Canada. Been to New Mexico, Texas, California, Florida.
Now, let's talk about Mexico for a minute. Now, you're singing like all your greatest hits, and you're singing in English, but you're in Mexico.
They understand it. I don't know how. I guess they just like the beat. Or they're just starting to get into the freestyle and like the house music and dance music.
But when you do your in-stores and stuff, and they're speaking to you...
I never did one out there. I never did an in-store out there. But I've had press and stuff come down there from the Spanish newspapers and stuff like that.
I was always curious about that because I've done interviews with K7.
Oh, they're great. I love them.
They are, and they're telling me that they were in Brazil doing the show in Brazil, and there's thousands and thousands and thousands of people. I'm like, Brazil? How do they understand where you're coming from musically?
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard about that. It's funny because whatever English they learn, it's from listening to our music. So,
that is
it's funny because they don't know a word of English, but yet they sing all the words to the songs.
So in a way, you're like on a whole educational tour.
Yes.
Lil Suzy teaches the world. Promise me 94. And all they have to do is learn the lyrics to your song, and they can take those phrases, and they can communicate with Americans everywhere. That is so cool. They tell me you're running off to Texas, huh?
Yes, tomorrow after school.
Hey, Texas is becoming somewhat of a hotbed for freestyle now, isn't it?
Yeah, well, as long as I know, it's been pretty big on freestyle.
Because for a couple of years, the whole freestyle thing got overtaken by another disease called techno. But there are certain... Excuse me?
And hip-hop.
And hip-hop. I really feel badly for the artists over on the East Coast, because more and more I hear stories of the artists who are doing freestyle and dance music that just aren't getting their foot in the door because the people who used to support the whole freestyle thing on the East Coast, it's not happening anymore. It's like hip-hop and rap.
Exactly.
And
They don't play my music out here anymore.
And that's a shame.
It is, it really is.
Because it's like you don't get to play in your own backyard, so to speak.
Exactly.
That becomes irritating, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that can be done that can change that, or you just have to resign yourself to the fact that there won't be a Power 96 in New York?
I guess we're just going to have to resign to the fact that there's not going to be a Power 96 in New York.
To get that kind of reaction, you have to go to San Antonio, Florida, or San Jose.
Yep, exactly.
And that's a shame and that's irritating, but at least there's a demand once again, and it won't be like it was a couple of years ago where people were just afraid to put out the music.
At least there's some demand for it. That's why I'm away, every weekend. You get some stupid people in school. Oh, who is she? She only came out with one song.
Ha!
And that's not true. Nobody knows they only played one song in New York. I'm sick and tired of explaining myself to these people,
No,
I'll be walking around the hallways and I'll hear, I'll hear, oh, please, she only had one single out. What makes her so great?
Let me read off the first CD. You got Love Can't Wait, which was a single. True Love, which was a single. Falling in Love was a single. Take Me in Your Arms was a single.
No, True Love wasn't a single.
Wasn't it?
No.
I played it.
It wasn't released as a single.
Ah. Well, I made it a single.
Album.
It was a single on Harv's show.
Okay, good.
And then Promise Me comes out, and there's no way that somebody can say that you were a one-hit wonder. No way.
Well, people in New York think that, especially the young kids. They don't know.
Well, what'll happen is that that little musical circle is going to come back, and you guys are going to be in such demand all over again. At least that's what we have to hope has to happen for the freestyle market, because you guys deserve it. You deserve to be recognized by where you come from.
Thank you. You hear my dog in the background?
I hear your dog in the background. He's saying, "We gotta go. I'm going to Texas." Your dog isn't like an All My Children fan now, is he?
No.
There was a goofy storyline in All My Children where this dog, they attempted to kill this dog named Harold, and they sent him away to like California, and he came back to Pine Valley on foot with this pill bottle in his mouth that proved that this woman was a murderer.
Oh.
God, that was irritating. And it's not that I watch All My Children.
Well, my dog's name is Bowie.
Good.
He's a poodle.
Good. Don't hook him up in that All My Children. That's the worst storyline I've ever seen. They finally wrapped it up this week, and I only know about this because this roommate of mine watches that. Personally, I'm into that Days of Our Life thing.
I don't like any of that.
Well, that's true to life.
I like my MTV, and I like, I like all the funny stuff.
Well, that's because you've been on MTV.
No, it's not just that. I just love watching new videos and new singers. I'm very into, different kinds of music. I like alternative music, too.
There you go. MTV, the coolest thing, maybe a couple of months ago, they did the Grind live right over there, and I think they were in Brooklyn.
Yeah, the Brooklyn Grind, yeah.
And
my friends went to that.
They were dancing on the streets.
Yeah, it was really
in
cool.
the streets of Brooklyn. That was the coolest thing. I'm waiting for them to come to Chicago. But I probably won't, because there's no beach over here like Daytona. And I guess the streets aren't like over there in Brooklyn. Now, of course, you're originally from?
Yes. Brooklyn.
Brooklyn?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. They're probably right on your block. You didn't even know it.
No, they weren't.
So what's the scoop now? What's the big plan for Lil Suzy and her record label?
Big plan is to release one of my third album called Life Goes On, and to sign up new artists and have videos and just make it big.
I can't wait.
Thank you. Neither can I.
I can't wait, and I can't wait to get back into town over here, because Chicago is a big Lil Suzy haven.
Oh, yeah. They're great out there. I love it.
How was your first time coming to Chicago? Do you remember it at all?
Actually, no, I don't.
Oh, darn. How was your last time in Chicago? Do you remember that?
Yes. My last time, that was when I did Kaboom. That was 2 weeks ago. It was great. I keep in touch with a girl out there. Her name is Lily. She's my friend's cousin. And, she calls me, at least twice a week to, tell me how the song's doing. And I finally got to meet her. I talked to this girl all the time for about 3 months. Finally got to meet her. I took her backstage and everything. Her and her friends, I brought them backstage and got some autographs. So it was really good.
How'd you hook up with Lily originally? She was just a fan that wrote to you?
No, she was this girl I know from school, this girl Mary.
Ah.
She's, their cousin, something like that. And, what I did was, Mary made me sign autographs, and then she sent them to Chicago.
Oh, cool.
And then gave her cousin my phone number. I wasn't too thrilled about that, but when I found out she's a girl and she was 20-something, I didn't mind.
Not a groupie, huh?
No.
That is so cool. So the Harvester wants to send you a Christmas card, wants to get an autograph photo. What should he do?
He should write to my fan club.
I know. I'm looking at the address right now. I'm just giving you a chance to push it.
Oh, okay. It's P.O. Box 679, Baychester Station, Bronx, New York, 10469.
That is P.O. Box 679, Baychester Station, Bronx, New York, 104.
69.
All right, couldn't read it. The red letters and my eyes just couldn't quite meet.
And we did get a chance to meet Lil Suzy right here on 90.5 FM WCYC Radio. Boys and girls, goes to Chicago. Power Hits 905. Once again, I had to cut the words just a little short because it's almost headed towards 8:30. But once again, if you want to send a Christmas card or something like that to Little Suzy, do that. That is P.O. Box 879, Baychester Station, Bronx, New York, 10469. If you don't get it, give me a ring of my tingling thing, 421-6233, and I'll give it to you. Ooh, we have listened to music from Little Suzy entitled Promise Me, Take Me in Your Arms, Promise Me, and Turn the Beat Around. And it is getting so close to 8:30. Let us listen to some more of the music of Little Suzy. And let me remind you that every Thursday between 8 and 8:30, the words and the music of your favorite dance music artists are right here on 90.5 FM. Happy New Year.